So you're behind on your tax filings and you want to know how many back years do I need to file to get right with the IRS? Is it just an unlimited number? Can they go back to the beginning of time if I haven't filed for a number of years? Or is it just a certain number of returns? Well, the answer for individual taxpayers lies in an old IRS policy statement 5-133. This requirement and this requirement only applies to individual taxpayers, requires you only to file the past 6 years of returns. Now, for example, on January 21st, 2025, the past 6 years would be 2019 through 2024. On January 1st of 2026, that will change, 2020 through 2025. You get it? Past 6 years. Now, the IRS can specifically deviate from this and target you for more years. Now, they often do this when they suspect that there's a high tax liability, or you're self-employed, or you're a higher income taxpayer. Now, when this commonly occurs is when your non-filing case is assigned locally to a local IRS office for enforcement. That usually means an IRS revenue officer or an IRS revenue agent who will enforce that back filing a return. Now, if you don't file a return, obviously those people who enforce it can go ahead and file a return for you and you'll have a large balance due. Now, the policy statement and the 6-year rule does not apply to businesses. Also, there may be other reasons that you need to file older years. And for example, State Department of Revenues, if you're in a state that requires you to go ahead and file a tax return, which many of you are, you may have different rules, and many times they don't follow the IRS's policy statement. So if you want to make sure how many years you need to file, you really want to double check here, you can actually contact the IRS and ask them. Usually they'll apply the 6-year rule and tell you only the back 6 years. If they deviate from that, you have to ask why. Ask why the IRS is deviating from that. The IRS just may be making a mistake and have incorrectly quoted the policy statement. So I hope this small part helps you get back on track in filing your back tax returns. Take care.